All right, guys, I recently made a community post and have asked for your questions, also in a couple of videos. And there are a couple of great questions, including how long I think Mahomes will stay in KC. Will the Chiefs draft a wide receiver? Where did I get this poster of Mahomes from? Who are my top 3 players to sign and trade for? And much more. So let's get into this Q&A. But first, how about those? What's up, guys? My name is Cole, and if you love the Kansas City Chiefs, make sure you sub and turn notifications on to this channel because I'm doing daily news about our favorite team. All right, let's jump into these questions. But first, if you do have a question of your own, make sure in your question in the comments down below to use the hashtag HBTC for how about those Chiefs. Leave that in the comments down below, and I will use that for the next Q&A that I do. All right, here we go. First question is from Trevor's Life with the Stotts. He asked this: how long do you think Mahomes will stay with the Chiefs? Like, will he stay after his contract? Wow, that's crazy. His contract is a monster of a contract, $450 million, 10 years, and he's not scheduled to be a free agent until 2032. He will be 37 years old at that point. So this question is tough because he could very well still be around and be playing at an elite level after the age of 37, like Drew Brees, Brady, Peyton Manning, among others. I could see him signing an extension for a few more years after his contract ends, but it's so far out, it's just guessing and speculative. He could be done by then, want to retire. He'll have made enough money. He could get injured before then. There is a lot to consider there. The next question, Connor Bena. Do you think the Chiefs could go for a great wide receiver in the draft like Mecole or Williams? Yeah, this question was asked before the combine as well, so he could have an update to this question as far as specific players. I do like what I've seen from Mecole. He's projected to go a bit later in the draft because of that ACL injury that he suffered in December of 2021. But he does look good. Same with Jamison Williams, ironically, who also tore his ACL. So this is tough to answer, but I do think the Chiefs will sign a free agent wide receiver. I'm currently leaning towards somebody like Juju Smith-Schuster, among a couple others. But I think then, yes, they will go after a receiver in the draft. I'm just not so sure they should go after a receiver in the first round, especially if Tyrann Mathieu leaves, goes to another team because he's set to test the market. So we may need to go after a safety instead early on, in my opinion. Next question is from Stuff and Animals, FNAF. I like that name. Would you accept Sammy Watkins on the team again? Because, man, I miss seeing him play. Ravens did nothing with him, to be honest. I do like Watkins, but man, he has injured a lot. DraftSharks.com projects his chance of injury in 2022 being at 95%. So, no offense, I do not want the guy here anymore. He is very injury prone for only being 28, but I do love him, and I'm thankful for his Super Bowl contribution 100%. Coffee Black asks, didn't know we had a problem, bro. He's referring to a recent video when I kept drinking coffee in all my videos and said I had a problem with black coffee. But no worries, bro. It is a good problem. I drink a couple cups of coffee a day. Hey, if y'all drink coffee, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know a good company that you like to buy from. I buy local in Lee's Summit from a place called Ahadu Coffee, AHADU, hashtag not sponsored. But I go there and buy all their coffee because I love that place. Anyway, next question is from Maximo0101. Who do you blame for the loss to the Bengals in that AFC Championship game? Oh boy, the pain of revisiting the AFC Championship game that I was actually there for. Oh man, I wish I could get that money back. Anyway, I said this in a few videos probably, but I put some of the blame on Mahomes, of course, some of the game on the coaching calls. We needed to run the ball in the second half. And then you can blame aspects of the defense, specifically the pass rush. I think we had 1 sack in the AFC Championship game against Burrow, or 0. I think it was 1. but that's pretty outrageous considering how much we were paying our D-line overall and how bad the Bengals O-line was. Whew. Next question from Will Webb. Everyone talking about a new wide receiver when we have Mecole Harman. Like, he needs a chance. I really think he would be great. What are your thoughts? Thanks for the question, Will. Yeah, I do like Hardman a lot. He found a bit more of a groove with the team later in the season, in which we used him in more of a specialty role. He's not a free agent until 2023. So yeah, the Chiefs will continue developing him. He will be back next year, but I still think we need a true wide receiver too, even if Pringle returns next season. Imagine this lineup. Imagine Pringle, Hardman, Smith-Schuster, Tyreek, and Kelsey, and then we find another one in the draft, another wide receiver to continue to grow and develop, because we won't have a lot of receivers slated to be with the team in the 2023 season. So I definitely think we will draft wide receiver for sure. But the reason I say Smith-Schuster, by the way, is because I just think he's going to be cheaper and we could use the money elsewhere, like on the D-line and other areas like that. Cameron Gore, oh boy, says, what barbecue place is the best in Missouri? Oh yeah, buddy. Can't wait to answer that one. But before I do, if you're enjoying this video, can you do me a favor and hit that like button so more Chiefs fans can find this content? I'm very much appreciative. Thank you. Okay, barbecue, if you didn't know, is a highly debated and very divisive topic in Kansas City. If I had to pick one, like if you put a gun to my head and said, pick a barbecue place, 3, 2, 1, I would just yell, Gates. Gates Barbecue. Even though I don't eat there as much as I would like, it's a little bit farther from where I live, and my wife, aka my boss, is a big fan of Jack Stack. So we go there quite often. I do like Jack Stack as well, but my top 3 are probably Gates, Joe's KC, and Jack Stacker Q39. I do like Big T's and Arthur Bryant's as well. I guess I don't really care what barbecue joint it is. I just love barbecue. So that's a great question. I appreciate you asking it. And if any of you are watching from KC or have been to KC, what is your favorite place to eat barbecue at in the city? Let me know in the comments down below. Would really love to hear your thoughts there. Next question, OT Spears says, it's good to have someone us fans can relate to. Maybe when the season starts, you can start live streaming before and or after each Chiefs game. I do love this idea actually a lot. I haven't done any live streams yet. I'm still grinding and putting the majority of my focus on to these little short form videos that have what I am trying to make high value for you all. But next season, I may very well do that. I like the idea of pregame a bit more. I just feel like a lot of Chiefs channels will already do postgame, but we will see as time gets closer. Leah's stand-in asks this. I know you've already addressed this, or I think you have, but where did you get the Mahomes Canvas in the background? I got it on Etsy. So just search Mahomes poster. It's like the 5th one that shows up. I think the biggest size there was. Next question is from Eclipse. Who are your top 3 players that you want the Chiefs to sign or trade for? Man, great question. I do like the idea of Smith-Schuster or someone like Mike Williams or Amari Cooper. I do think Cooper will probably be too expensive for us. I like those names for wide receiver. I would love, though, for Veach to go aggressive in some type of a trade for an edge rusher, but I don't have a specific name there. Give me someone like Bosa, Max Crosby, Myles Garrett. I don't think we could afford them, and I don't think their teams are going to give them up, but that is something I would like to see a trade happen for of some sort. Don't really care the player as long as it's high caliber, but get me someone on that D line. We can't just rely all on the draft, in my opinion, so we'll have to see. Next question is from Row the Boat RTB. Who is your favorite non-Chief player to watch play? Well, it was Peyton Manning, hands down. I really enjoyed watching him play throughout the years. I like Russell Wilson a lot. Yo, what up? This is audio only Cole right now because as I'm editing this, since making this video, Russell Wilson has been signed in a massive trade to the Denver Broncos, and I'll do a video on that later. But Russell Wilson is no longer one of my non-favorite Chiefs players to watch. Oh, Lord have mercy on us all. The AFC West is going to be an insane insane division to watch in the NFL. We're going to have 6 of the hardest games. I mean, Carr is one thing, I guess. We blew out the Raiders twice last year, but 2 games against Russell Wilson and 2 games against Herbert amongst other quarterbacks in the AFC, like Burrow. Yeah, we can't forget the Bills. What's his name? Josh Allen. I mean, it's going to be crazy, y'all. Anyway, just interjecting there. Hi-bye. And watching him play, I like Derrick Henry when he's healthy, and I like watching him run through people. That's fun. But to be honest, I'm so focused on the Chiefs and this channel and covering news, I don't even really look much outside of this team. This channel takes quite a bit of work for me. So there you go. Next question is from Brandon Patterson. What is your thoughts on Bieniemy back? Good or bad? I have some mixed feelings, I guess, but overall good. I think if the report that came out about him was that true, I've said this before, I don't think he'd return. I think between him, Andy Reid, Nagy, and of course Mahomes, all will be okay on the offensive side of the ball. Brandon Stoll, do you think the Chiefs will make the playoffs or Super Bowl this coming season? Yeah, I mean, statistically, I think they have a great chance to make it back, at least to the playoffs. I mean, 4 straight AFC championship games and 2 Super Bowl appearances out of those 4 years. I definitely think we'll make it back to the playoffs, but it sure is hard to get to the big game. And with teams like the Bengals and Bills in our conference and a team like the Chargers in our division, it is not an easy road to travel. Will Webb, why did you make this channel? Good question, man. I had been debating on starting a YouTube channel for over a year now. It's something I've really wanted to do, just lacked the actual confidence to pull the trigger and start the channel. So I started this channel to honestly have a creative outlet outside of what I do for a living, which is photography and videography. And it's been a very fun journey thus far, and I'm excited for the future. Why did I say it like that? No idea. But hey, thank you so much for the questions. If you have questions of your own, again, make sure to use the hashtag HBTC. How about those Chiefs down below, followed by your question, and I will include it, if possible, in the next video. Make sure you like and sub for more daily news about the Chiefs, and also check out the video here that YouTube thinks you will enjoy. And until next time, let's go. How about those